Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go, D.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, 2 of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these 2 teams have met in 3. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This drive strikes out on the ground with Michel. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 41. Oh, you got D? Hug. Hey, seam 6. Rebound. Switch. Watch twitch.
Rosen will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
41.
On 3rd down, Rosen. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Alert. 3 down. Watch the name on that.
They'll run on 1st down. Michel, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come get some. 41, match box.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen to Michelle on the dump off. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Monday.
Play action here with Rosen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Off the draw, here's Michelle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Rosen. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Roethlisberger now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on that Monday. Motion man.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's got it to James White. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 41. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, quarter. What do you got?
On first down, Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sonny Michel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
80, 198.
Rosen off the play action. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rosen, and this one complete to Reed. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Rosen. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Back. Hey, quarters.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Bound to lose one. Check 15. Check one. Monday.
Again, it's Michel. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
49.
Now Rosen on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Watch twins. 25.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. On play action, Rosen. Into the hands of Bird over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's caught by Beasley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Easy. Here I come again.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike 20, Mike Small.
Now Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is White on the screen. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They begin with Michel on the ground. Out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. They have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together a sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Black 30. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready? Black 20. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming. Black,
Finn to throw again. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Mohamed Sanu, 55 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 22-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And a dump off to White. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go. Black 20.
In your face.
Black is on.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check, name on that. Fresno. Hold on.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Rosen. Jordan Reed has it. Jordan Reed. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jordan Reed, 54 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Steelers 14. Steven Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And it's Michel once again. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Rosen on the keeper. loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run!
And they take a knee.
Rosen on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for New England, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.